Hey guys, what's up? It's Patricia Zars here with Gary's Pool and Patio. And I've got Mr. Joe Garcia with Lyon Financial here with me again today. And we're talking about all things pool financing, right? We talk about a lot of different things to answer the questions you have when it comes to your swimming pool financing. And obviously interest rates and payments and what you can roll into your loans, all of that stuff. But I've got a question for you today, Joe. When it comes to swimming pool financing,
Mhm.
um, I know that different loans are different. There's different programs out there, but what are the biggest things that are considered? Are we talking your credit score, your debt to income? What things do people need to be ready for when it comes to getting that loan put together?
Great question. So to get pre-approved, you will look at two things. One is the credit score and the debt to income ratio. And that's huge because a lot of customers think, oh, I have this, I got the credit score, or I don't, I make this much money. We'll look at those two things. As far as the rate, we look at the credit score slash credit profile, depending on which program we use. Now, going back to the pre-approval, look at the credit score. For your everyday customers that are W-2s, not a big deal. There, you have the check stubs, you got the taxes. We can take that information. For the self-employed, I think that's one where if you're self-employed, we are going to look at, and not just us, but everybody else. We're going to look at the your financial statements and your tax forms from the previous years because we have to go what says at that bottom line the total revenue made for this past year.
Gotcha. So credit and debt to income, those are givens. You know that. Anyone getting a loan, you're going to probably have to have that looked at. So you mentioned W-2 employees as well as 1099s. There's options, right?
hmm Yeah, and we can handle all type of customers as far as self-employed or W-2s. Usually we ask for a year to 2 years worth of history if you're self-employed, and that's one thing. Now, uh, again, if you're W-2s, then we're going to look at your taxes for the last 2 years or your pay stubs. But the self-employed one's a little bit different.
Gotcha. And so with Lyon Financial, if somebody wants to get the process starting, the pre-approval, is that something that is a hard pull or a soft pull on credit?
That's another great question, Patricia, because one of the things out there that you hear a lot about is soft inquiry. Apply with a soft inquiry.
With no
We
impact to
have
your
to,
credit.
yeah, but what we have to remember is this: soft inquiry means it's a pre-qualification, meaning it looks okay. Let's go and spend the next 2, 3 weeks to determine if it is okay, and then we tell you if you're actually okay. With us,
Pre-qualification,
we actually
very different than pre-approval. Yes, that's something
yes.
that people need to understand.
And pre-approval means just exactly that. We did a hard pull. Everything looks great. This is what we need from you, and that's it. And we go through the process, but at least you know up front. Now, that doesn't mean that we cannot do a soft pull. All the customer has to do is let us know. Their application on the very last page at the bottom, there's a note box. Just please do a soft inquiry. We'll do that. Not a problem too as well. But if you do not, it is a hard pull. If you do soft pull, we'll just let you know it looks good. However, this could change based once we do the hard pull or to move
Gotcha.
forward with the hard pull. But yes.
Gotcha. So the ball's in their court. They have the ability to start one way or the other if they just want to get an idea of,
Yeah.
their qualification and get pre-qualified. But obviously, to get the ball rolling and to actually jump in there, they're going to want that pre-approval so they know how much they're approved for, and that there's not going to be any major hurdles to overcome.
Yeah, and no surprises because I've seen it many times where others that do offer the soft pull, the pre-qualification, down the road, 2 weeks later, they're told, I'm sorry, you don't, you're not approved because this came up during the actual hard pull. So why go through that 2, 3 weeks when we can tell you up front, hey, you are pre-approved. Let's go ahead and go through this, through the process and get you going within a couple of days to a couple of weeks.
Gotcha. Sounds good. On that last note, what is the typical time frame for getting a swimming pool loan from the time you're applying to the time it's getting approved to the time the funds are ready to go?
Yeah, with Lyon Financial, as little as 2 days.
Wow.
We go from 2 days up to 2.5 weeks, 2 weeks, depending on how quickly the customer provides us information, which is usually the case. We'll ask for, typical stuff we're going to ask for: driver's license, potential W-2s, a mortgage statement or a bank statement. Have that ready. But it could be as quick as you apply, everything looks good, everything great. 2 days, we're giving you the funds ready, the cash you
Wow.
can pay the builder. So the great thing about us, we're veteran owned. 47 years, which equates to experience. Our back team, our whole office is full of experienced people that have been around the business for quite a long time. And one out of every four loans that we do is for a veteran.
Wow.
And for those, and you being in San Antonio, you understand what that means. It's out there. Probably two out of every four loans that we do is for veterans. So we have military programs that will help the veterans out there. And our owner, Mr. Lyon, is very huge about assisting the veterans in the current military.
Awesome. Well, guess what? Great information today. Again, as always, I appreciate your time. I appreciate your willingness to share all of this with our customers and our potential customers out there because it's swim season. And guess what? It's actually swim season all year long because, in most of the pools we're installing right now, we're doing that heat chill pump. So there is no limit to the amount of time you can spend enjoying your pool. And when you, all things considered, you kind of can't put a price tag on what you can get from a swimming pool. So,
Hey, Patricia, I'll leave you with this, that heat chill pump. That's probably a water burger right
yeah,
there.
I know, I know. It doesn't affect the payment at
Yep.
all for what we're doing here and year-long swimming. So year-long
There you go.
enjoyment. Thanks so much, Joe. I'll talk with you soon.
Bye.
Bye.